All right, Anaheim 2. Fuck the 450 class for right now. I want to put that aside. We're going to talk about Eli Tomac later. The controversy is Dylan Ferrandis and Christian Craig, and then Jett Lawrence, of course, as well. Like, good God. Yesterday, my Twitter was a dumpster fire of people going on about this. I mean, they want Dylan strung up and tarred and feathered and lit on fire and then ass raped after that. after all that. We did a review podcast. We talked about it there.
Yes.
I did a Renthal reaction thing, all that. But let's start with Kiefer. Kiefer.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, here's the thing. I played devil advocate here on Daytime. I was like, look, as a racer, as Dylan, there was some passing in that corner after the finish line. Look, what Dylan did was basically what Mike Brown did to me at the Vet Nationals. You could have fucking waited, bro.
No, worse.
Okay, yes, a little bit worse, yes. But you could have waited a little bit longer. He was catching Christian really quick. You had some time. But I also think that when he dove to the inside, he assumed Christian was going to shut off because it was kind of like a way wide
How
berm.
would Christian see him even coming in there?
If you look at that corner, it was wide. You had to go
Yes,
really
it was
wide
wide,
to straighten yourself out for the next corner.
Christian can't. No.
But if you watch the passes that were happening that night there, other guys would back off when they saw that.
I don't remember seeing a successful pass in that corner.
Well, maybe you should watch it on TV some more, Steve.
All right, maybe I will.
So when you see Ferrandis coming in, he's sliding in. By the way, those spec tires are awful good because he's fucking leaning his bike really low, and he's not sliding out yet. He's claiming that I was washing out, I was crashing. You weren't crashing until that last possible second.
Yeah.
So he was wrong. Should he be burned at the cross like he is from all the American fans? No. I think if it wasn't Ferrandis, if it was anyone else, I still think he would be getting booed like that. People are saying, oh, because he's French.
The same? I think Justin Cooper, I'm just picking a guy on the same team, if he does it, he gets booed.
Justin Cooper?
He gets booed.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's maybe 20% less.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's 20%. That's not that much. But I still feel like the hatred is because it's Christian. He has a wholesome value. It's a family kind of atmosphere.
I watched
there.
Mike Craig in '93 in this same stadium. Yeah, all of that. Right. Right.
I just don't understand why Dylan, and he's known for this.
He's aggressive.
To go a little ape shit at times. And when he makes clean passes, he makes them not as clean. Like you have the inside. He'll push dudes up high when you've already made the pass.
Do you have any problem with anything he did with Jett?
None.
Okay, me neither. Right. Neither do you, I guess.
It's the last lap. You got to move in.
Right,
I'm surprised that Jett jumped the triple when he got clipped.
Yeah.
That's what I was surprised.
That's a 16-year-old no fucks given attitude for sure.
As much as I would be like, screw Dylan, Jett fucked himself.
So,
if Jett wouldn't have crashed first time, he wouldn't have had to ride the way he...
Of course. But so all three of us are like, hey, Dylan.
You fucked up.
Right. Bad move. Should have waited. Poor Christian.
Yes.
All of that. And Dylan went down. Let's not forget, Dylan went down. He crashed making this pass. So where are all these people coming from that are just irate?
I think it's because...
Have they never raced before? They've never seen anything?
It's our first drama. If you flash back each year, the first time we have some kind of incident,
right?
It is fucking huge. And here we are again. Every year. We're here. I'm here every year. And we have this conversation.
If Jett wins, he doesn't get booed as much?
Oh, if Jett wins, it'd be swept under the rug.
No, I don't know about swept under, but I feel like the people are like, screw that guy. He's from screw France. Screw that guy. And he also knocked the 16-year-old all over the place.
I just understand some of the...
Right, Weege? I mean, yeah.
Last lap, fans were standing. They were into this Jett Lawrence thing. So you took out Craig and you broke their hearts.
Right.
He didn't do anything dirty to end Jett, but it was like salt on the wound.
You
did us dirty twice.
Right.
You took our guy we like out, and we really wanted to see this kid win, and you prevented it.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
Right.
No, it didn't help. But
I don't even think Dylan should really be put on probation. I mean, I'm fine with it, whatever. Like, I'm fine. It was a dumb move that we see in the LCQ all the time.
Right.
We were discussing this, Kellen and I, in the drive here, though. LCQs.
Video game channels, or were you talking about
Yeah, we replicated it on a video game.
Right.
That's probably the best way to determine how this move works.
Right.
The simulators can supposedly tire compounds. That's like the last thing they're trying to figure this out. Is there anything you could do in an LCQ that would result in any sort of anything? Talking to, penalty?
LCQ?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
There is?
Yeah.
What could you do in an LCQ that would make them decide that was over the line?
I don't know, because that New Jersey 2017 race, nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Marv, when he passed Tomac on the last lap at Foxborough, people were super pissed. If that's the last lap of the LCQ for a transfer, everyone cool with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Did Marv get fined or probation or anything for that? Did Marv get anything
No,
for
I don't
that?
think he did.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, no one even would care. Like fans and officials would have been fine.
And I said this on our review part.
Yeah.
Where I draw the line, for me being like, hey, you need to be punished, lose spots, get fined, whatever, is the T-bone stuff. Or hey, I'm gonna go forward to the exit of the corner and I'll just meet you there, and I hope to God something I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll meet you there.
That's kind of what Marv did in Foxborough.
Right. Dylan didn't do any of that to me. None of that was over the line, dirty, to me. It was dumb. It was stupid. He went down himself, which tells you right there that it wasn't able to be made. But none of it to me was like, hey, I'm a dirty rider, I'm gonna get you.
The thing is, there's two things here. If you make a pass, if the other guy crashes and you don't, chances are that's a pretty legit pass. If you both fall, you fucked up.
Oh yeah.
So on the flip side of that, if you're Dylan and you want to try to come back from that a little bit, you got to get that out there ASAP on the mic. Like, hey, everybody.
He was probably trying.
I don't think anyone can hear it.
But I listened to he did not say, hey, man, I screwed up. That was on me a little bit. I jumped the gun on that.
I got that from
press
him.
conference.
Press conference?
I don't know about podium.
Podium, nothing to that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here for the win. I get paid to win. This is what I need to ride, right? And I get that, but you have to come at the fans a little softer, somewhat.
Well,
you got to.
On the stadium one, I don't think I even heard him because he was getting.
Dude, it was so loud on TV. It was
insane.
insane.
If you were there, you would have heard it too.
Yeah, you really missed out.
Yeah.
This is just the difference between dirty intent and miscalculation. He miscalculated. He made an error in judgment. This wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
But I don't think at all it was like I'm trying to blow this dude out.
No.
I don't think it was a miscalculation.
Right.
And poorly done.
Yeah.
Now, the next thing, I'm wondering, on that last lap, if Jett Lawrence had sent him over the berm in that 180, what would the crowd have done?
It would have been like a college football game up and down the goalpost.
They come down the field and carry Jett Lawrence off? Like, what? That stadium.
They take my nets. They take my nets down and there's just
people climbing them and
like the goalpost.
Yeah,
they take the nets like the goalpost.
Yes.
Yeah. If he had won his first race while taking out the rider that they hated on the last lap, I cannot even imagine. I think they would have come over the fences and carried Jett Lawrence off.
Yeah.
And it would have been the most spectacular. The fans were bloodthirsty at that point, and he was so close.
Yeah.
I want to ask you.
Yeah.
What prevented Lawrence from doing it? Did he choose not to? Was the angle in that 180 the final pass that Ferrandis made?
Yep.
What stopped him from doing it?
Ferrandis was smart. So Ferrandis
played
closed
it right?
that. So when he felt Jett was there, he started cutting into that berm where it forced Jett to slow down, or else he was going to go down because he was going to T-bone him almost.
Yep.
So he felt that coming. So Dylan was super smart by just trying to chop that off before he knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So
are you talking on the right-hander?
Yes.
Right-hander 180.
Yeah.
So unless Jett really cut it harder, there was no way for him to make that pass. So
or chose to go straight and take them both out.
But I just thought it was very what I like is the balls and on the heart that the kid has is like he weeds himself, he gets up and organizes himself enough.
He was pretty sketchy.
He was, but I'm saying the organization
for a lap. Yeah.
He got it back together.
Yeah.
Dude, one lap he was manualing shit. I'm like, oh my God, he went through the whole whoop section like Kyle Partridge, just ga 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 ga. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Dragon's back.
Oh, the dragon backs was
So, dude, he threw it all out there. He tried to super
He put his balls on the crossbar.
Dude,
he really did.
Yeah.
It was impressive for me. Like I know he's a young, jovial, fun kid, but that was
what's
impressive.
DV gonna say?
I already know what DV's gonna say. We already know what DV's gonna say.
Does he fly off the handle?
No, DV's level-headed. He's gonna admit some shit that Dylan did wrong.
Okay.
Like I feel like DV does understand both sides of this, right?
All right.
And he's gonna say, "Hey, look, Ferrandis, did that too early. He should have.
Yeah.
He could have got around a different way." So.
Poor Christian Craig, by the way. Poor Christian Craig. DNF last week, running top 3. This week crashes out again.
On Christian's behalf, I feel like he's riding better than he ever has. His results, to me, I feel like okay, let me rephrase this. His fitness, I feel like, has been a little bit better.
I'll give you that.
So he's not completely going backwards.
I'm not saying he's riding worse, but he's been pretty damn good. So in the past,
first year back in action where he was battling Webb and Savatgy a lot, I still feel like, and he won a race that year, I still feel like he was maybe a little more competitive then, but he's better than he's been the last couple of years.
And we got to give some of that credit to Connor. I feel like with his mental attitude and all that, you know. So
before we get too far into
this,
Marty's
chance that Ferrandis took him out, DV, revenge, didn't work out. Is there a chance? Is this what this whole thing is?
Has anybody brought that up?
Yeah, has anyone made this connection?
DV, he should help Craig and
that they've been waiting 3 years to finally get him. I think that's what it was. Yes.
Steven, you want to weigh in on this Ferrandis Craig thing? Steven, you there?
Hello.
Hey, yeah, I'm here. Sorry,
hello.
Just listening. What is up with all the hatred? Like, oh my God. Like the social media that I've seen all day and everything, and just seeing, like, I've seen freaking memes of, like, deporting him and putting him back on a plane to France.
Yeah, that's
ready. Like,
well, you can thank the current climate for that. A lot of that.
It's cool to hate nowadays, right?
I saw Dylan post that he just turned off his comments on Instagram. Like, just,
oh, good for him. I don't blame him.
Dylan's a cool guy. I like Dylan. He's aggressive, though. He started being aggressive when he came into Supercross. He's an aggressive rider. He's not dirty. There's a difference. But, yeah, certainly he is not scared. And so he has to own some of this, and he has to expect that Craig could tune him up down the line.
Let me ask you this. Besides Sorby, what other Frenchman has been super aggressive like that? Can you name one?
Marvin once, but that was like taking Tomac out for the win.
We still don't know what happened to Marv that night.
Leopard seal.
Yeah.
The leopard seal.
Yeah.
Steve here on the phone just said it. It was taking somebody out for the win on the last lap. It's like a
different, what are you going to do?
It's a different Marv when the win is right in front of you.
Yeah, maybe.
Right,
so.
But 99% of the time,
it is sad, Steven. I'm with you. A lot of it is sad. And if you flip the riders around, Craig did that to Ferrandis, it would be 65% less hate.
I like the booing, though. I think that's cool.
That's cool.
The last time I remember, like, someone getting booed that hard was when Stu took out Wyndham at Redbud in 2005.
Oh, my gosh.
That was
that's right. I remember that, yeah.
I actually, that was the very first national I ever had to do the podium interviews because Tim Cotter could not get from the announcer's tower to the podium because the crowd was too big.
Oh, really?
There was no way.
Yeah.
So I was working pit reporter, and Tim Cotter just says, and Jason Wygant will head down to the podium. And I'm like, what? So Stu, he took Wyndham out, and then he purposely let Wyndham by.
Yeah.
Because he was getting booed so bad on the track that he's like, I'll take it. I feel bad.
Yep.
So then Stu in the podium says, I let him by because I feel so bad, thinking that would win the crowd back. And then they're like, not only did you take Wyndham out, but now you're making excuses for getting beat. They started going nuts. And then same thing with Dylan. We couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
And I should have said to Stu right there, man, I feel bad for you. Because he was getting it. You know how the sea of people is at Redbud?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so bad.
Right.
So that might have been the only time I remember even more hostile.
Yeah. Good pull on that, Steven.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Ricky when Travis in the Indy.
That was pretty
bad.
Who won that race?
Oh, the little Frenchman, certain Frenchman.
You know what Dylan should come out to next week?
What?
Pantera, fucking hostile, and just just.
Thanks, Steven. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it. Our lines are full right now, but
shocker.
We have